Hey, citizens, citizen of the future here. I hope everyone's doing great. And this edition it marks the seventh edition of the Lighthouse Report and the seventh edition of the Grid. And I wanted to create something that really wakes up the masses because throughout all this time, we're witnessing mainstream media cover up all the important facts, all the stories that should be headlining or not headlining, and we're seeing stuff like the Grammys and all this crap that really doesn't matter. So I called this one The Quiet Revolution and the Technology of the Future. And this is a very good, like, I think it's an educational breakdown to show you guys the different fundamental technologies that are actually empowering this fourth industrial revolution. You know, um, so let's just scroll down here. I created this visual just to show, what does the mainstream do? It's the cancer of society. It keeps everyone distracted. All it covers is the narrative. So quickly covers. I'm just going to skim through this stuff. The problems in the correspondent banking system, and I covered this part in the video with Tokenizer because he did it on the standards in the standard setters in the fourth industrial revolution, and I did it on the technologies, the fundamental technologies, and then he also attached in the DLTs with real world utility. Really great breakdown, really good collaboration, and I think this goes hand in hand. So use our reports together, and now you have a pocketbook of the future. So all the problems in the banking system, I went over that deep, so I'm not going to cover that. The problems in the supply chain, I went over the problems in that video, so you guys can do that. But breaking down the technology empowering the fourth industrial revolution, and how this is a once in a lifetime global transformation. Because this technology, it's powerful on its own, but it's even more powerful when it converges, when it connects. You got DLT being used with AI and machine learning. You've got the industrial Internet of Things and the Internet of Things, and that's just like a network of smart devices. You got big data analytics, you got 5G, and you got digital identity. So when you mix all this together, you have frictionless, instant data flow of information, empowering businesses' decisions, literally cutting out all the manual processes. It's a turning point. So this was just a visual of just some of the technologies in the 4IR, the same things that I broke down. I do a quick breakdown of DLT, how it's revolutionizing the industries because it creates a trusted ledger of information, of transactions. It's you got smart contracts. You got there's so many different things. And then it ends up looking like this. So from all the way from material, producer, logistics, wholesaler, retailer to consumer, when you have that on digital bills of lading, when you have that using smart contracts, it eliminates all that manual processes, and then that is what is bringing industries into the next industrial revolution is instant transfer of information securely, safely. You have that ledger for life, and digital documents. You guys have read my reports before. Edition number 1, I break down Inigio about the trade finance gap, the trade finance industry, and how digital documents are transforming it. So this was just a quick breakdown. Digital IDs. So you got I think it was in edition number 3. I broke down the GLEI, which is a Global Legal Entity Identifier Foundation, GLEIF, I guess you would call it. Digital IDs, they removed the AML, the anti-money laundering and KYC fees, because right now it costs banks billions of dollars a year to maintain that because of all the manual processes and that involved. And then there's the Internet of Things, and then RFID tracking. So just network of networks, and how all these networks are moving data between devices to show how they're working. You can see where the flaws are in your supply chain, how long time is taking for things. If something went wrong with a machine, the IoT sensor can say, hey, this machine's overheating, and then you can send a maintenance man to go fix that without even having to have boots on the ground to figure out there's a problem. The problem tells you there's a problem, and you can go fix it. 5G wireless internet. I know a lot of people are really conspiracy theory about this because it's so powerful, but it's 500 times faster than 4G, and you can download a movie within like a couple seconds. So it's pretty crazy. And what 5G is empowering is smart cities. When you have a smart city that's built from the ground up, I'll attach a picture here from researcher XX. He created some good visuals, but in these smart cities, you have devices on traffic lights, on cameras everywhere. You have them on temperature sensors. You have it on whatever. There's so many of these different devices that need instantaneous data flow just to make decisions. And then, like, even when you think about the vehicles on the grid, on the in a smart city where they're all electronic or electric, they need to connect and move data between each other instantly, because a couple of seconds it being delayed can mean life or death. So 5G allows that flawless movement of data instantaneously. The other thing is optical character recognition. This is so, like, we got to think 99% of in trade is still paper. That paper needs to get manually entered into a database, into their systems electronically. And what OCR does is it will allow you to take a scanned image, but the machine tries and reads the scanned image, and then it writes out in data format of the characters on the page. So that's just like some of the benefits there. And then artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this is where, it's really going to change. Like, we've seen ChatGPT, we've seen the business decisions that you get from extracting the data on these bills of ladings, on these transferable records. And when you take that data, you can take. So these are all the data points that are on bills of lading and transferable record. And when you get all these data points and you have that in a machine, you can use AI and machine learning to analyze the information of a particular entity or of a particular product or of shipments. And you can figure out, well, hey, why does this take so long? Where is the deficiencies? How do you improve the deficiencies? Because you have all that information that's accessible for your algorithm to analyze, to make a decision based off of. So it's really a game changer when you think about how much data there is in the world. And this AI and machine learning is taking that data and being able to use it for business decisions. So big game changer. So I just want to give you guys a quick rundown. You guys can read it, read it at the same time, whatever. But I really wanted to give back to all you citizens that have supported my content, that have shared my content, because I've been always trying to show you guys that there is this transformation happening quietly behind the scenes. Mainstream medias aren't touching it. They just want to keep everyone stuck in this narrative that's so hyped up and garbage. But so this is my gift to give back to you guys. I've summarized all this research that I've been researching for the last 4 years, and I put it into this. Klaus Schwab has a Fourth Industrial Revolution book. Well, Genfinity, the Lighthouse report, now has a Fourth Industrial Revolution report that you guys can help use and try and awaken your friends and family, because the world is paper. The world is slow. It's outdated. The processes are cumbersome. And the digital education and lack of awareness is one of the major problems. And this is why I refer it to now as the quiet revolution. They want it quiet so the citizens don't take advantage of the current moment in time pre-revolution. They're going to be blowing it up once the revolution is started and the opportunity is gone. Then it'll be all blown up in mainstream media, but we're not there yet. We're still waiting for regulation. The banks, they want the last mover advantage. So here we are being first mover advantages, and we're dealing with the roller coaster of the markets. But yeah, so incorporating these new technologies is creating a new digital era revolution that is bringing industries to the 21st century and disrupting the outdated traditional business models. This 4IR technology is here to stay, so start learning as we are at the pre-regulation stages of a new digital era, which has been accelerated from the COVID-19 pandemic. Prepare yourself for a mind shift to learn new things outside your box. And if not, you'll be stuck using the outdated analog processes in the future. This technology is here to stay, so start learning and never give up. By researching now, you can find a niche to stay ahead of the curve. And as the fourth industrial revolution continues to unfold, this is our one chance to learn before the masses get hold. So, find something to do a meaningful impact for our future generations with this groundbreaking technology. So I hope this helps break things down, gives you guys a foundation to start researching, because that's what my account has been for, to try and inspire others to look into the future instead of being caught up in the past. So citizens, make sure you leave some feedback. Let us know if you like this content, and cheers. Talk to you soon. See you at the next month's report. Bye-bye.